Hello there. Have you been able to pick up any Ascended Heroes ETBs yet in the wild? I know I have not. If you're watching this video from the future, Ascended Heroes ETBs just released to big box retailers and such a couple days ago. A few lucky people have been able to catch drops and pick some up at MSRP. I have not been one of those people. We have not yet been able to open any as a family for our collection, but I have actually been able to pick up a couple other things. That's what I'd like to talk to you about in this video today, is what to buy when it seems like there's nothing to buy. Now, obviously, I think it goes without saying, especially in this market, if you're looking to rip something open, if you're looking to kind of just pick up a no-brainer and you're not interested in watching this whole video, if you can find it at MSRP, chances are it's a good pickup. There's really very little, I would even go as far as to say really nothing right now. If you can find on the shelves at Target, at Walmart, that would be a bad buy. If you can find Ascended Heroes ETBs, scoop them up. There's absolutely no reason not to. If you're so inclined to be a scalper, you can scalp them. They're very easy to do so right now because they sell for so much more on the open market. I'm not encouraging that. As a matter of fact, it does get under my skin when that happens, of course, just like everybody else. But I would like to show you just a couple things that I was able to buy, some at MSRP, some for above MSRP, that really made a difference, I think, for me. So one of the first things would be really anything that you can happen to get your hands on for MSRP. These knockout collections, I was able to scoop up 2 of at our Target, which is the purchase limit. We opened one, I've got one sealed here, and inside this knockout collection, there is, in this case with the Kyogre box, there's a Kyogre promo, there's a sticker sheet, but you're getting a Surging Sparks and a Twilight Masquerade pack for $10, which is MSRP. That is a good deal, a good value. Same thing, 2 Destined Rivals sleeved booster packs. If you can scoop up any of these, I would certainly encourage that. As you can see, I was able to find 2, which was, again, the purchase limit. I don't enjoy breaking the rules. I'm not somebody who's going to follow around the distributor to the stores in my area, but when I happen to see them, I scoop them up. I would advise, not financial advice, of course, none of this is, but from a collection standpoint, from a personal desirability standpoint, that was certainly something that I wanted to scoop up as well. So again, anything that you can find at MSRP, really, even if it's small stuff like that, there's a reason that the purchase limits are generally effective in situations, in markets like this, is because it stops people from buying everything, of course. And if you're only limited to pick up 2, and Pokemon is printing these smaller sized products that have easier access to get out to people, this is exactly their intended effect. So better chances of finding that, of course, many more of those hanging sleeved boosters than there are ETBs on the shelf typically, but go ahead, go nuts. If you can find it at MSRP, I would say grab it in this market. The second thing that I was able to find, these Sam's Club packs. There's a surprise box for Prismatic and a booster bundle for Prismatic in here. So all told, you're getting 10 Prismatic booster packs, along with the surprise box has the dividers and the one stamped promo type card. But Sam's recently had these available if you were able to catch the drop. They were $39.99, which is actually under MSRP because they're bundled from Sam's. So again, actually, surprisingly, I have horrible luck at catching drops. I don't use shopping bots or anything like that, but I was able to scoop up 2 of those We opened one, we kept one sealed for the sealed collection investment portfolio. And again, you might have luck finding those as well on the secondary market. Your mileage may vary. I might recommend scooping them up if you can find somebody that was able to get a good number of them. Sometimes people have less than scrupulous means of obtaining those, and I don't know if I necessarily want to support that, but sometimes people are just opportunistic, and if you're able to score some and don't want them or need the cash, I know plenty of people are flipping them on the secondary market right now. It's just the market that we're in. So if you're able to find some, obviously on the secondary market, they won't be $39.99, but if you can find some for $60, $70, it might still be worth it considering the price of prismatic singles right now, individual booster packs. It is probably worth it if you're looking to get your hands on some. It's a nice little bundled product. Similarly, Costco has also been putting out some packs, Sam's as well. Some of the other stores have had bundles available. A product like this 5-pack, these mini tins, these are not really promos, if you can see. It's just basically reverse hollows from various sets. There's nothing special about this Rebel Clash reverse hollow, other than the fact that in this box they were given Cosmos hollow foil. But other than that, they're not exclusive Black Star promos or anything like that. But again, if you're looking for 10 packs, especially if you can grab the mini tin bundles that have 151 or have Paldean Fates, that could be a very good way to score some of that very in-demand product in this market, especially something now where I was not able to get this at MSRP, but I was able to get it for slightly under market price because it was part of a larger collection that I was buying. You certainly, if you have the space to do so, I would advocate for keeping this sealed. Speaking of that collection buy, let me show you the next products that I was able to pick up. All right, we are mobile for this next one because this was a pretty sizable buy. If you happen to see my video that I posted maybe a week or so ago, this was part of a very large collection buy, but to be honest, it was one of the main reasons that I was interested in the collection buy. Let me flip you around and show you what it is that I'm talking about here. We have a lot of Celebrations product. Now, if you're familiar with Celebrations and the way that it was released, these collection boxes are not necessarily the most space economical way to store product. Obviously, you can go with a ETB or something else that's a little bit more desirable, but even if these do get broken down in the future, there's obviously multiple Celebrations packs, multiple other Sword and Shield era packs, as well as pretty desirable promos and Jumbo. These do have some stickers on them, but that's obviously nothing that I can't remove. I tested a couple. So yeah, any of these Celebrations type products, with the 30th anniversary coming up, I think that Celebrations is definitely going to see some price appreciation. We've got also a couple of these deluxe pin collections with the Zacian X, Zacian Level X here promo. And then again, we've got 4 Celebrations packs, we've got a Chilling Rain, and we've got a Vivid Voltage back there. These boxes right now, each of them is going for over $100, obviously significantly above MSRP when they came out, but if you can scoop them up for maybe a portion of the open market price, definitely not something to sleep on. Again, they do take a lot of space to store. As you can see, you've got to commit to that, but they are definitely something, if you have the space and you have the means, I would certainly consider picking up if you can. So another interesting product that I might recommend is if you can get your hands on anything that was, this is a big box, anything that was unique when it came out. This is Sword and Shield. If you can see the packs in here, we've got Evolving Skies, Chilling Rain, we've got Battle Styles, Vivid, some more desirable, some less desirable, of course, but these mythical squishies, we've got a Victini, a Celebi, we've got a Mew, and they each have their V card. This box was a Target exclusive. It didn't last long. It wasn't overly printed, and they're certainly now selling for much more than MSRP was. So with products like this that are very unique, or the Evolution collection type boxes, not the ultra premium collections or anything like that, those are good buys, but just the Evolution special collection boxes that were unique to GameStop or some other retailers. If you can get your hands on any of these unique type products, there's going to be something of a premium simply because it's unique. The V Dragons box was a very unique looking double-sided box with packs on the front and the back. If you can find a Dragons box like that, I might advocate for picking that up too. Even if it's a little bit over MSRP, the pack selection in those was not bad, but at the time when they were released, a lot of people missed out on them. A lot of people chose to pass those up, not because they were bad, but because there was other things on the market to buy at that time. So they were almost passed over just because they were average for the time, but now with additional time having passed and the benefit of hindsight, people like me who are able to scoop some up at MSRP are seeing some pretty nice appreciation to those products because they're unique and because the pack selection inside is not bad. So definitely don't sleep on unique products. Even like these squishies or the celebrations, if they are a little bit bigger, that doesn't necessarily make them bad. With that, I'm going to flip you back around here and I'm going to show you one more last product that I was able to pick up. So for my last items here, I'd like to showcase these Sword and Shield Morpeko Promo 3-pack blister and Sun and Moon Litten Promo 3-pack blister. These are obviously not the most in-demand products in terms of what's going crazy in the bull market today, nor were they at that time. Sword and Shield base and Sun and Moon base are arguably both very mid-tier sets, but given the scarcity of product right now, both of them are seeing very nice price appreciation as base sets, the first sets of their era. Also, these sealed 3-pack blisters are something that I've talked about in prior videos. I'll link that up above in the card. These 3-pack blisters are a nice little entry into a set. You can pick up, even for older sets like this, 3-pack blisters without breaking the bank. They've obviously appreciated over MSRP given the amount of time that's passed, but at the end of the day, it's not unaffordable. It's not unobtainable for people. I would not probably recommend cracking them open. These are more sealed collection pieces or sealed investment pieces, depending on how you look at your stash. But as I mentioned, they are a good entry point. You can't maybe afford a Sun and Moon booster box or a Sword and Shield booster box, but that 3-pack blister is a nice little showcase piece. It's got 3 packs, it's sealed. I've mentioned before, it's got that extra layer of tamper-proofing in the packaging, plus a nice little promo. They display well, they store well, they ship easily. So I have said before, and I will say again, don't sleep on 3-pack blisters. I have been an advocate of 3-pack blisters for a while. The same is also true for something like these check lane packs. This is only from Obsidian Flames, so not quite as old, and obviously better sets do better promos do better, but these check lane blisters, or even the 3-packs, they don't really receive or they haven't received the same type of reprint treatment either as booster boxes used to, or ETBs used to, or now we see a lot more of the sleeved boosters and things getting reprinted. So it goes without saying, you're not going to find Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon, or probably Obsidian, on shelves any longer. That has long come and gone. But if you get the opportunity, you see somebody trying to sell them, I would consider it, at least. Again, the theme of this whole video here, these are maybe plays that you can find, maybe things that other people might be passing up on, because right now, where is everybody running? They're running towards Ascended Heroes. They're overpaying, chasing the Gengar. And if that's something that is important to you, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. But what I am sharing with you is how I'm spending my money, and I'm not overpaying for Ascended Heroes ETBs now when there's so much uncertainty with what might yet be to come with Ascended Heroes. Now, if you care so much that you do not want to miss out, I mean, call that FOMO to some people, but maybe pick up one or two, or enough to satisfy the fear of missing out. You buy one, you sit on it, you haven't missed out. You have at least a little bit. You have one piece of exposure, and it doesn't maybe sting as hard if a reprint doesn't come that you might be hoping would come. But sometimes you have to be okay missing out on things if the risk versus reward levers don't tip in your favor. There's always a risk. It is always a gamble when it comes to what will or won't get reprinted, what will or won't end up getting different releases of different types of product. These ETBs versus sleeve blisters, nobody knows. So buy what you can find, buy what you can afford, but please don't dump your money into products just because of that is where the current hype train is going, and that is where the market sentiment is right now. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Hopefully what I said resonates with some people. I'll continue to put out some content like this, and I hope that I see you in those next videos. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.